We're making no apologies. That's it, umhlaba mawuhlulwe so that our people can have access to the land.
Life is difficult, but you must soldier on. Don't give up. If you are a coward, you don't belong here.
Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Simple Politics. Yo! So Umkhonto Wesizwe has come out. They were in Morocco where they announced their stance and they made their intentions clear that they're supporting Morocco and then that they are trying to be the peacemakers. Okay. Now, I know a lot of people are wondering, what's the big deal if Umkhonto Wesizwe is supporting Morocco, right? That's the first question that comes into mind. What's the big deal? And please, guys, what I'm about to explain, I'm going to explain it to my best knowledge possible. If I miss something, I'm not the most... I'm not claiming to be the most knowledgeable here, but if I do miss something, you are welcome to put it in the comment section. Okay, if I say something wrong, you are welcome to correct me in the comment section. But more than anything, I want to dwell much on the reactions of everybody, because I saw so many people reacted and a lot of people are not happy, they're not impressed. I even saw the journalist Tusovi saying, Gubana, tell me you are joking, this can't be true, that Jacob Zuma is there supporting Morocco. Now, what is the story behind supporting Morocco? Is MK wrong? Because at the end of the day, they are a independent political party. I mean, they can follow whatever stance they want. But I think also controversy comes from them when they go to Morocco, announce their stance, they use the flag of South Africa. Right, they could have used the flag of Umkhonto Wesizwe because South Africa, as in the South African, their stances, they're supporting they're supporting they're not supporting a Morocco. So I mean, Umkhonto Wesizwe is not a South African government. I think only the South African government has a right to use the flag of South Africa, especially in such sensitive geopolitics. So I don't know what they were trying to do. I don't necessarily think it's right. By the way, in this video, I don't want to really share much of what I think. I think I'm more interested to read and learn what other people are saying. So I think let's get right into the full, first the conflict. Let's get to the conflict first. I'm going to do some little bit of reading so that we can get to understand. So let's get to the conflict first, because I know a lot of people, and again guys, if you know what I'm about to explain, you don't have to watch this video. I'm doing this video for the other people that don't have the information. I do see sometimes you'd get one person who will say, oh, but we know this. No, not everybody know. You are the only one who knows, right? So let's get right into it. So the fight of the Western Sahara has always been about the land, right? It has always been about the land where the Western Sahara was colonized by Spain. When Spain withdrew, when Spain withdrew the hold over the Western Sahara, then Morocco wanted sovereignty, wanted to claim the land, because it's their land. That's how the conflict started about, and it has been going for some time. There was a time when they planned to have like a peace or a ceasefire, and then in 2020 that crumbled. So I do want to get into that, but I also want to explain it in such simple terms. I see there's someone here who wrote, who did a post that I want to read, because I think they simplify it very simple. Even before I get to the website where I'm going to explain, I think this will explain it. But before I get right into it, I want to know from you, do you think MK Party did a good thing by choosing such politics, I mean, geopolitics or international politics, them using the South African flag? I tell me if you think that is right, and maybe what are they playing. I saw someone who says Uguti, Zuma has been ill-advised. I don't think so. I think he's very much aware. I think he's very much aware of what's happening. Is very much aware. So I want us to get right into it. So let's read first, and then we're gonna look at the reaction. So it says here, the ideological and historical debate. Just before I get right into it, it's just like the fight of Gaza, right? It's just like the fight of Israel and Palestine, a fight that has been going on for years and years and years and years and years, where Palestine has been trying to claim their land trying to claim Gaza, and Israel wanted to take charge of that land, wanting to control the entire streak. Yeah, you see. So it's the same fight. It's the same land fight that has been happening with Morocco. So also now what I've seen is that the US is supporting Morocco. Israel is supporting Morocco. Funny enough, when Trump took over, right? MK released a letter supporting him, saying Trump is the best president, whatever, right? When I don't know if this is the stance of Floyd, it's the stance of MK party, but MK party has never really taken a stance and say we are supporting Israel fully, and I think that Palestine fully, and I think the reason why they mightn't have done that is because they've always known that they are in partnership with Morocco. Because if you go to I even made a video the other day, if you go to the MK website, even before this, they had a thing on the front of their page. They had a Morocco thing. What did it say? Morocco partnership or something like that on the front of their website. So I think they've always known Ukuti they are gonna work with Morocco. They are working with Morocco, but they just had not announced it. Maybe they were negotiating how they are planning to do it. And also remember, Floyd Chivambu, when he left MK party and started Umaibui, he said Ukuti MK was receiving money from Morocco, right? And then that sparked a lot of controversy as well, asking Uguti, if Umkhonto got money from Morocco, was that declared? If it's not declared, then it's breaking the law, right? Remember, Floyd Chivambo spoke about this, but we didn't know what was really happening. So I think this is deep. I think this is deep, but let's get right into it. Let's read. Let's get to the background of this land and why Kusili were over this land, and the UN, all the other African countries, the likes of South Africa and all of them, they are supporting. They are not supporting Morocco. So let's get right into the information, or into the history as to why there's this fight over this land. Okay, so I'm gonna start reading it from here because I think it's simplified here. It says here, the ideological and historical debate on Western Sahara is not new. Morocco has argued that Western Sahara was historically part of the Moroccan kingdom before Spanish colonization, and should have been returned to Morocco when Spain withdrew in 1975. After Spain left, Morocco annexed much of their territory and considers it an integral part of the kingdom, governed under the Moroccan administration. Morocco proposes autonomy for the region under Moroccan sovereignty, a solution backed by countries such as the US since 2020 and others. The question should be, who did the land belong to before Spain colonized it? Who were the original inhabitants of the land, and where have they transformed to in 2025? A land dispute resolution cannot begin in 1975. Morocco was itself colonized by Spain for 800 years. This begs the question, when Spain colonized Morocco, did it not colonize the Sahara with it? Yeah, so which is an very interesting take that I want us to look into. Okay, so I also want to read this part of Floyd's tweet where he says, the board MK position goes against the progressive Western Sahara's independence, recognition by Algeria, Angola, Botswana, Cuba, Ethiopia, Iran, Mexico, Mozambique, Namibia, Nigeria, North Korea, South Africa, Tanzania, Uganda, Uruguay, Venezuela, Vietnam, and Zimbabwe. So those are all the countries that support the Western Sahara's independence, that recognizes the Western Sahara's independence. Yeah, but I'm gonna park that for now because I wanna get right into the into the just a little bit into the gist of it. I'm not gonna read much. I just wanna, before I go to the reactions. So it says here, tension arising again over the Western Sahara, a long disputed territory of the northwest coast of Africa that has seen decades of conflict launched by local pro-independent forces against the Moroccan government. So the fight is to make Western Sahara pro-independence, whereas the Moroccan government wants sovereignty over that part. The fight for control over the Western Sahara has pitted African neighbors against each other, and with a long-standing UN-backed ceasefire collapsing in 2020, the conflict has potentially challenged regional instability. Sovereignty over the Western Sahara and mostly desert territory on the west coast of Africa is heavily contested. Morocco controls more than 3/4 of the region, which Rabat refers to as the Moroccan Sahara. The Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic, a self-declared state representing the indigenous Sahrawi people, also claims sovereignty over the Western Sahara, considering it occupied territory. The United Nations does not recognize Morocco's sovereignty claims, instead considering the area to be a non-self-governing territory and drawing on a 1975 intentional court ruling that found neither Morocco nor the neighboring Mauritanian had legitimate historical claims to the region. As of 2022, 47 UN member states recognized the independence of the Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic, but not the United States or the European Union. The African Union, a regional group of 55 states, recognizes the Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic. Yeah, so I think that's where I want to stop. Yeah, I think that's where I want to stop. Because I don't want to read too much. Okay, I don't want. So now, in the midst of all that's happening, Umkhonto Wesizwe goes and they support Morocco. Yeah, but again, I mean, if they want to support Morocco, I don't think we have a say in what they do because they are an independent organization. But I think the problem comes when they use the flag of South Africa. Yeah, but you can't be using the flag of South Africa when South Africa says we support pro-independence in the Western Sahara, and then when you go and use the flag of South Africa, I don't think that is genuine of Umkhonto Wesizwe. I think it's part of them being. It's part of them being, I don't know, slimy. It's snakery, basically. I think it's snakery because, but fine. I said I don't want to share much about what my opinion is. There is something I saw here that this boy wrote, Uhange wrote, and I do want to read it because he says here, you can't support Palestine and Morocco's sovereignty over Sahara at the same time unless you are an ideological free-all. So he says here, you can't support Palestine and Morocco's sovereignty. You can't. It does it good because the same thing that Morocco is doing is the same thing that Israel is doing to the Palestine. So you can't say you are supporting Palestine over Israel and then you say you are supporting Morocco. They don't go together. Yeah, well, they don't go together. Another person says, I do want to read that. He says that disgraceful. So basically, Mkondo is saying to hell with the Sahara people who have been fighting for their self-determination. How can you claim to liberate us when you support oppressors? He was the last person I ever thought would support Morocco. Jacob Zuma ke lo umphoxile usupporte ilanton eMorocco. I also saw a tweet Carl. It says that this is disgusting, absolutely shameful. The MK party is a bereft of any liberation ideology. This is discussing a total sellout, a betrayal of the people of the Western Sahara. This is all done for Moroccan money. Ooh. So yeah, I want to get into Floyd Chivambo and Dr. Ndlozi's post as well because I see they've posted something as well. Very strong opinions over this. Sister also Fimukwana said this can't be true. That's all she said. She said she retweeted and she said this can't be true. I want to read this comment as well. I'm actually going to Floyd Chivambo's post. I see he posted something. It makes sense if you're not representing the country, you don't have to use the country's flag. This is what I was also saying. Simple and straightforward, unless you are doing it so that the people can talk. Even Zuma knows what is wrong of him to do. He just enjoys controversy. Yeah, on this one, I don't think Zuma should have used the flag of South Africa. It also says here he just wants us to talk, basically. It says here the ANC condemns the use of the South African flag during a bilateral meeting between Jacob Zuma and Morocco officials. Okay, let's get to Dr. Ndlozi's post. Dr. Ndlozi posted and said, I deeply suspect that Mossad and Morocco possibly tried to influence the 2024 elections in South Africa. This is a big one. He said, mark this tweet. Yeah, well. So, of course, a lot of comments were not happy. Well, a lot of people that commented, I think are MK people that are saying, oh, really? Now you are saying that. But someone says, this is plausible, given Mossad's capabilities, known for global operations, including counterterrorism and espionage, as seen in Greece in 2023 and Dubai 2010. Leaked SSA documents show Mossad activity, but not linked to 2024 election. Jewish Report 2025. Keynote being there is activity. Additionally, South Africa's Western Sahara stance does align Morocco and Israel interest against the ANC. As we wait for further developments, reports highlights digital influence by Russia. So that's what Dr. Ndlozi said. It could be that this wanted to influence the results of elections in South Africa. Floyd, now what he did is he retweeted the video from Jacob Zuma and said, the MK's recognition of Morocco's colonial occupation of the Sahara Arab Democratic Republic, which is the Western Sahara, is opportunistic and goes against revolutionary anti-colonial politics of all progressive liberation movements in the African continent, which are Algeria, Angola, Botswana, Ethiopia, Mozambique, Namibia, Nigeria, South Africa, Tanzania, Uganda, Zimbabwe, and all of them. He says here, some of us will never ever betray the struggle of the people of the Western Sahara as led by the Popular Front for the Liberation of Sagwai, El Harma, and Rio de Oro. That's what Floyd Chivambo said. I think I also want to see, I think Khanke posted something. You might not like Khanke, but he is informed. So he said here, Morocco must never be supported over Sahara. Here's the gist. At some point in the late 800s, the Saharan Arab Democratic Republic, Western Sahara, was a Spain colony up to 1976. When the republic was established, the Moroccan invaded that republic, and in 2020 the US declared Morocco's sovereignty over Sahara in exchange of Morocco normalizing ties with Israel. That happened, and Israel also supported Morocco's sovereignty over the Sahari Arab Democratic Republic in 2023. In 2025, Jacob Zuma-led MK party normalizes Morocco's sovereignty over Sahara. This is why we love saying, yeah, the less said about MK. Okay, fine. So that is the gist of it, guys. I hope you guys sort of understand now Ukuti, where this whole thing is, like, what this whole thing is about. I hope you are getting the gist of it. So I want to hear from you if you think Umkondo Wesizwe, by doing this, maybe they are trying to be controversial. Did they make a mistake? Like, why would they just go out of nowhere and support Morocco? Is it money? Because as we heard, Ugutu Floyd was saying Ugutu Mkondo Wesizwe was founded by Morocco. There was money that was coming there. What do you guys think? I think I'm going to leave it here for now. I've tried to share and read everything that I could see. So what do you guys think? What do you think is their agenda? I mean, I heard Mzobe reading that speech, saying Uguti, when they wanna try and unite. So I mean, educate us in the comment section. What do you guys think? What do you think Mkondo Wesizwe is trying to do here? What are they doing? Are they making another mistake that people will never forget, that history will never forget? Or, I mean, this is the official opposition in South Africa. It's not a small thing for them to go with this stance. What do you guys think? If there's anything that I've left out or new developments, I'll do a video. I'm shooting this video right now. It's 1:43 because tomorrow I'm going to church. I won't have a chance to shoot in the morning. So I think, tell me what you think in the comment section with Umkondo Wesizwe's stance. What is going on here? Is it money that's making them betray the people of the Sahara? Like, is it money? What's happening? Is it ideology? It can't be ideology, so I don't know. What do you think? Let's meet in the comment section. If you don't know who I am, my name is Zizipolo Belwane. Subscribe to this channel. Support the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Aluta continua.